GSL Season 1, Code S, Daybreak.
We're finally here at the winners match of the GSL Code S. Day 1 in the round of 16. INnoVation versus Scarlett.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
These two have played previously in GSL, and it was a good series. This one could be good as well. Scarlett is just showing such a range of play. She's so strong right now. But on the other hand, INnoVation has known his group for a while. He didn't go to Pyeongchang. He wasn't busy doing interviews and taking buses and sleeping in a hotel and all these things, right? It's funny, when StarCraft players go to tournaments, that's when they play the least StarCraft.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's true. All that time commuting. Maybe INnoVation's had a little bit more time to prep. I am really excited to see Scarlett's ZVT because she went through some very tough Zerg opponents in the Intel Extreme Masters and then closed it out beating one of the greatest Protoss players of all time in all of StarCraft. But now it's against a Terran, so I guess we're going to find out how truly well-rounded Scarlett is. And this is the hardest Terran you could ask to go up against. INnoVation.
Yeah.
So
it's INnoVation, guys.
I'm actually, if I had to pick somebody, I still think maybe INnoVation takes this, but that would be so awesome if Scarlett managed to win here.
I do lean towards INnoVation, but we will see. Scarlett is a monster in this matchup, no doubt about that. Her ZVZ and ZVP is what she mostly used recently here. Obviously, we did see that match against Time, but the thing is, her ZVT has always been fantastic. A lot of her early matches that she's remembered for are her ZVT, so I think it's going to be a good one, no doubt. Catalyst, Neon Violet Square, and then GSL Darkness Sanctuary.
Remember, the loser of this best of 3 is not eliminated from Group A. That individual will then just go down to our fifth best of 3 and take on either Zest or Leenock. But both these players obviously hungry to get out of this group as quickly as possible.
This is going to be a good one, Tasteless! Someone's going to the round of 8! Wow!
I can't wait. Our first player for the round of 8. A very sought-after position in the GSL, as that's where the tournament dynamic shifts from groups to then full best of 5s.
Yeah, it's a really big difference.
Yeah.
And, I mean, round of 16 is super exciting, but round of 8 is like, that's where the killer matches are. You have a long time to prepare for a big match against one opponent, and we see all the stops taken out.
Our game is now loaded up. INnoVation versus Scarlett to fight for that first spot in the round of 8.
GSL Season 1, Code S, Daybreak. INnoVation.
She's cheesing Tasteless.
Guys, INnoVation's gonna get rushed. You don't believe us? Take a look at this.
Indeed. Well said.
Team expert, Scarlett.
Oh man, I'm excited. Which rush will this be?
I have to say that this is not just a rush, this is a rush.
Oh.
I think INnoVation might be expecting some kind of aggression early on, especially if he's been studying some of Scarlett's games, but this is, the action's going to pick up even faster than most of the aggro games we've seen from Scarlett. So let's see how this pans out. Link speed on the way, 6 Zerglings being made. Ooh, great artwork there. I am also curious to see where the Reaper is going to go.
Well, that is such an important thing, right?
And there's a second one being made.
Moves like this absolutely can force a cancel on that third base. Sometimes they can get inside and do some really significant damage. The Reapers across the map when they hit. Oh,
yeah.
man.
I'm sorry, that's the first Reaper. I got ahead of myself there.
Yeah.
So that's going to come out. And, it's tricky because Terran wants to get over there and scout, but that's what she's going to punish here.
Now look at this. There is a Marine being followed up here, a factory on the way. So that reactor is going to be a little bit later, but there will be a Marine out.
I'm assuming this rush activates when this
she sees the
Link speed
Reaper.
finishes.
Here we go. Oh my God. Goodbye, Marine.
See you in Marine Hell.
Insta-cancel there at the command center.
And the reactor's being attacked. The reactor is going to go down. There's 6 more links being made.
Yeah, and look at this. INnoVation immediately starting a tech lab there. It builds faster. This is a very smart move, but
doesn't matter.
Scarlett surrounds it. He has to keep starting it, though, because if all these links get in, that's about it.
Okay. Oh, links at the bottom to try to trap. He goes back up.
Look at this micro by INnoVation. It is fantastic.
Are there too many SCVs, though?
Oh.
And from here, Scarlett appears to be making drones. There are still a few more lings inbound.
That add-on just keeps getting restarted here. So INnoVation, his crisis management is fantastic, but not enough for the damage output of these Zerglings. Going after the SCVs, already 6 falling.
Again, this tech lab has been eliminated so many times. INnoVation has to do this, or these lings are going to get out of control. The first Hellions out. That's really, in some ways, the counter based off control on trying to take these lings out. And you can see with a dozen SCVs already, INnoVation's reluctant to try to use them too much for defense.
A lot of damage dealt to his economy here. 16 SCVs falling. He's had to make and cancel so many tech labs at this point.
That's right.
That is a lot of money.
When it's all said and done, INnoVation with 11 SCVs to Scarlett's 24 drones.
Look at the look on his face. He's like, oh my God, this is not a good position to be in. Another cancel there. Of course, he doesn't want a tech lab. A tech lab is not going to do anything for you here.
The tech lab is only being used there to try to get the block off because it makes a little bit faster than that reactor. So it's able to sandbag the rush further and further. If INnoVation had not done that, he could have lost even more SCVs. We could have been going into game number 2 already had he not done that.
I tell you, this is crazy what we're seeing here. Scarlett's on 2 bases, going for a Roach Warren right now. Will this be for another level of aggression?
Scarlett continuing with so many successful plays with aggression. I mean, it's INnoVation, so he still can come back, but on paper, anybody who's got any experience with StarCraft would look at this and say, I'm liking what Scarlett's pulled off here, delaying the command center, as well as killing off workers, and really going untouched. And is this the point in time where we see the Queens comboed in with the Roaches? I think it is, Artosis.
Indeed it is. A couple Queens coming over right now. Enough to make a Banshee think twice about attacking her Roaches. Obviously, we'll see some transfusion energy. Obviously, we'll see some Ravagers in here as well. A lot of Lings being rallied out.
Now, Scarlett has not shown this just yet. INnoVation is turtled up, just trying to play catch-up right now. And you can see his workers are catching up. But that's sort of the whole strategy here for Scarlett, is that she knows she did enough damage. INnoVation is limping in this game.
Yeah.
And because he's trying to get so many workers, he may not have adequate defense for this rush that's happening right now.
Oh my God, here we go. Scarlett rushing up this ramp. Some great pulling back by INnoVation. Not going to lose too much down there. But with these corrosive biles, it's hard to hold on.
It's paramount that this depot is taken out here. I don't know if this rush is being executed as well as Scarlett wanted. Some of those Roaches still down there on the low ground. Although it is a Hellion that does go down with a Viking now landed.
Some great micro here by Scarlett and by INnoVation. Good repairs.
Oh, I think it's going to be the bottom
targeting.
depot that's taken out here.
Oh my gosh, so many SCVs dying as they try to repair here.
And watch that worker count plummet once again. Now down to 18. The depot does go. Both of them go down. And not my greatest play-by-play. Now the tech lab can be hit. The workers are exposed. If the Banshee can't cloak, then the workers, well, I guess it might not even matter with the number of SCVs that are already being taken out. 41 workers to 14 here.
Oh, my
Tearing
God.
the deficit, and there it is, no cloak here,
Yeah.
which means these Banshees can just hit. I'm sorry, the Queen can just hit the Banshee.
Look at this, a Marauder popping out right now, trying to help out a bit. That Banshee under fire, and it gets picked off by the Queens. The 2 Queens, the saving grace of this rush.
It should be noted as well is that Scarlett is making drones again behind this, making the distance between the two economically even farther apart.
So 15 SCVs going down. INnoVation's on. He did fall as low as 10 workers here. 7 army supply against 6. The army supply of INnoVation is better. It's 2 Queens, it looks like, for Scarlett over here. But just the amount of SCVs that he continually loses.
And let's not forget that Cloak was denied.
Yes.
So this is just a Banshee, not a Banshee that can cloak and start punishing workers. And it can still obviously get some kills, but it's nowhere near as threatening.
And I believe it was damage. Yeah, look, it's at about half health.
Oh, good
so
point. I hadn't even
already
caught
the Queens are going to fare very well against it. See that? 2 Queens, and there's going to come a Queen from the right.
And
goodbye, Banshee. I mean, that's it.
Wow.
Jeez.
Taps out. GG. We're going to game number 2. Scarlett's 1 win away, at least in this series, from moving on to the round of 8. The first player to move to round of 8.
This is too crazy for me. Like, non-Korean players getting to the round of 8 in 2018. Here we are. Dude, is Scarlett going to win GSL?
I'm afraid I'm about to wake up and it was all just a dream and I'm back in high school.
Like, look at this, okay? She's beaten SOS. She's beaten Zest. She's beaten Rogue. She's maybe going to beat INnoVation.
Yeah.
We just named all the top players there. Who's it going to take down Scarlett at this point?
Surprisingly, so many of them with aggressive games, which is really not how you tend to see Koreans lose to non-Koreans.
Yeah.
I had no idea the Zerg race could be this flexible in early game. It really is something else.
She's really filled out her play at this point.
Yeah. Our next map is going to be Neon Violet Square, INnoVation. I think most of the world would have perceived, if you were to say just a month ago, who's better, INnoVation or Scarlett, I think most people would have said INnoVation. But this is just showing you how quickly time can change. Things are different, Artosis.
1 second per second.
GSL Season 1, Code S, Daybreak. INnoVation.
Gonna need to fight back here on Neon Violet Square. Does not want to go to that loser match, that's for sure.
I'm going to say this, I might be wrong, but I don't think Scarlett's going to be that aggressive this time around.
Okay.
We'll see, though. I think most pro gamers are saying
Scarlett.
we're saying the exact same thing. I don't think she's going to go that hard this game, and then they lost.
Well, that was a very early all-in. I don't expect that to work twice.
But, I mean, I wonder about any kind of aggression. I mean, she's shown she can have a pretty deadly late game, too.
Yeah.
I mean, outmaneuvering Zest in a pretty sophisticated fashion.
Well, late game is INnoVation's domain, though, isn't it? Like, the guy just...
That's the thing,
he
right?
won't miss a beat at that point.
If you can beat INnoVation in a long game, you're kind of unstoppable.
But yeah, some of the, like, that rush did very well, and you could see that Scarlett had it mapped out fantastically, the way she kept attacking the add-on. The importance of that cannot be overstated. Wow, these pictures are great. I'm going to steal his notebook. I'm going to go up to him, hey, can I sign that for you? He's like, who are you? And I grab it and run away.
Run out. Okay, well, this is a map that offers a lot of different approaches here. Due to the third base, there's a free third base in the back behind your main. Don't look at that Evo chamber, Artosis.
Yeah, that smells of a quick drop.
I think you're correct.
I wonder what type of drop that we'll see. Like, this could be a quick Zergling drop, but it also, just a quick +1 melee right now. But I do think she might get aggressive with this. It's such a fast +1 melee.
Well, I mean, there's no other reason to do that unless you're intending to have strong melee units early on, right? So,
yeah.
What exactly the aggression is going to be, I'm actually not totally sure. There's going to be some very fine-tuned math, some serious Zerg calculus going on as to, why you want to have that upgrade like that at a certain point in time. Clearly, Terran doesn't have something the Zerg has.
By the way, just the fact that there's 2 Zerglings there could make INnoVation think a little bit, okay, what exactly is going on? A lot of times they meet the Reaper with 4 Zerglings. Here he's waiting for that 3rd drone. Scarlett brings it down with the Queen.
Hatchery planted. As the Reaper, I believe, is going to actually not rotate around, but rotate back to get confirmation it's not a fake.
This is so interesting to me.
He did do that. So he sees, okay, Scarlett's for real taking to third base. And we have a few more drones coming here. We don't see Lings being masked up just yet.
No, and the thing is, we won't just necessarily see it. The +1 could be to deal with those Hellions a little bit quicker when they come in.
Yeah, you might be completely right. I mean,
it's possible.
Some of this might be the effects of the previous games we casted of her this week, where we're actually just constantly anticipating her to be aggressive, or maybe this is just a build where you get upgrades right away, +1 attack, and I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you just fend off the Hellions a little bit faster. If the Zerg isn't aware of it, they might miscalculate when they're supposed to be kiting versus firing.
Well, look at the timing of this +1 melee, right? It is going to finish literally as the Hellions get there, and so are these Lings are also going to pop at that time. And INnoVation probably will be caught a little bit off guard when he's microing against this, because you won't necessarily click on a Zergling to check if it has +1 at this time. It's not very common in this matchup. So
now,
this is neat.
With the Baneling Nest follow-up and the fact that we still have Zerglings being made, is the game plan to gobble up the Hellions and then to try to do some kind of big attack?
It definitely
as
could
Terran
be.
is transitioning into bio. Oh my God, the surround is real. And these are going down much faster. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fatality right there on those Hellions.
Oh boy.
A dozen more Lings inbound. Baneling's Nest is finished, although we don't have Banelings being made just yet.
Jeez, this strategy, man. INnoVation's in so much trouble, it's crazy. I don't think he has any idea what's going on right now.
Yeah, he might still not even know about the attack upgrade just yet. He might have just, you know, things happen so quickly.
I think, yeah, the speed with which he lost those Hellions, he might have some sort of idea. But look at this, the Baneling's coming up now. Oh my God, he just doesn't have much. Okay, he's walling in everything right now.
Is that going to be that much of an issue, though? All right, already the base has been breached. The Hellions now moving up the ramp. SCV's being evacuated.
Oh man, these Banelings connecting with a lot of those SCVs, getting right up over those depots. Some good micro on the Hellions, but the Banelings are here to do some damage.
Coming in now, SCVs are being split up, and a big detonation over there. 26 workers down.
Oh my God, 28 workers dying. More and more
God.
Lings coming in right now. That third base might be canceled. All the buildings in the front being killed for sure here.
And behind this, Scarlett is droning up. That hatchery will go down. I'm sorry, command center will go down in this game.
INnoVation with some good micro on these Hellions, but the damage has been dealt. 32 SCVs falling. INnoVation at 12 workers. This guy's barely able to keep double-digit SCVs against Scarlett.
This is something else, guys. 7 more drones being made, and keep in mind, with that, I keep calling it a hatchery, with the command center being denied, it's just less workers that can actually be pumped out. And we all know Zerg can make workers at a very scary rate. So INnoVation trying to seesaw this back over to the other side of the map is going to come in looking for some drone kills.
All right, it's a good amount of Hellions. Let's see how many Lings. That's a good amount of Lings. And with that +1, with these Queens as well, I can't imagine too much damage being dealt with that nice creep spread. Scarlett on top of things has that +1 carapace on the way, so she will have 1-1 around the same time that INnoVation gets his 1-1, just slightly ahead of time.
You got to respect the very conservative response there from INnoVation. He goes out and says that he's not entirely confident he can get kills. He just goes back. But this means that Scarlett, the economic engine is growing at a crazy rate. We're seeing drones hatch everywhere. It's 62 drones to 24 SCVs.
Wow, this is just so masterfully done by Scarlett. And I love the Baneling speed. The speed with which she's getting Baneling speed here as well. It's going to be done along with 1-1. So, like, any time that INnoVation attacks, Baneling speed will be there. The creep spread will be enough. Her drone count is so healthy, and she's taken a very safe 4th base. She's not overextending in any way.
You can see these Hellions really unable to do anything at this point in time.
She might just go kill INnoVation, to be honest. She's going to have 100 Lings here in a second.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of these things where INnoVation is smothered with Zerglings.
Yeah, Baneling speed. You can't even micro.
Yeah. INnoVation actually going to drop now. Now, this could curb the tide totally in the opposite direction, because if the Lings are out of, oh my God, if the Lings are out of position, then INnoVation can still control and stim, but I don't know what INnoVation is supposed to do against this.
Look at this unit count. 71 Lings, over 30 Banes.
This could be a base trader, Tosis. And keep in mind, the Banelings,
I think
during
Scarlett
the attack,
takes that one.
during the attack, the Banelings are going to detonate.
The tank is not even sieged. Here we go. Scarlett rolling in. So many Banelings. Going to go right up this ramp. The Marines trying to micro against this. The tank sieges up, gets one volley off. But now INnoVation with that counterattack.
INnoVation continuing to tear through. It does seem that for now, INnoVation, there's actually so much going across the map. Scarlett decides to turn around, though, at the last second, saying that she has to take out this attack here initially.
Oh my God, that is a lot of Lings coming up, but great placement here by INnoVation. Gets away with 1 medevac worth of units, but what about at home?
Yeah, a nice snipe back there. Having 1 medevac with units in it versus 2 is a big, big difference. Scarlett now scrambling to move across the map and do enough damage. A bad trade there for Scarlett with INnoVation coming out on top.
Oh, well, look at this, okay? So definitely some more damage was done to his workers, and at this point, when you've taken that much damage to workers already, any additional damage is like just laying it on. So INnoVation at just 20 workers, but you know, he's sitting here with a decent number of medevacs, some Marines with stim, and the anti-air of Scarlett right now is only Queens. So there can be some good micro coming out of INnoVation here.
It needs to be emphasized, there's still only 20 SCVs for INnoVation. So Scarlett is able to grow at a very scary rate. Scarlett is still able to have some unfavorable trades, and really she should still be on top. With the tank sieging up, INnoVation's going to have to try to hold this position. I do not believe that he can.
Some good micro by INnoVation, kiting backwards with these units, but there is just too much. The macro of Scarlett, 2 on point here. He has to pick up and run.
INnoVation having a hard time keeping his feet on the ground. He is still very much exposed back at home, and I think this link counterattack could become problematic. INnoVation going to try and go towards the main, although Scarlett already sees this coming.
Has some Lings in position, but dropping these Marines right out. INnoVation knows he has the numbers right here. Banelings, though, were sent home to help deal with this, and Scarlett picks up.
Did you see how good that targeting was by INnoVation on each of those Banelings?
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Look at this, 10 Mutalisks on the way right now.
Now, the Mutalisks are going to deny INnoVation from really freely moving around with these medevacs. But that doesn't mean for now, until those meters have hatched, that these Marines can't do a decent amount of damage.
Well, if INnoVation loses all these medevacs, that is a big deal. Like, that's the only thing he has of value right now, to be honest.
It's a good point. He doesn't really have much of anything. And these medevacs, the boost is already gone.
Man.
They almost can't unload in some of these locations that you can see INnoVation is scoping out. Reinforcements come in. GG! Scarlett with a 2-0 victory!
Oh my god! Scarlett just 2-0'd INnoVation.
You can see she can't hide the smile.
God. Scarlett is the first player into the round. I'm getting chills. This is so
Scarlett's
crazy.
in the round of 8. And the players she beat, both Zest and INnoVation,
2 of the winningest players of all time.
That's right.
Oh my god. Going into the season, those were 2 of the favorites to win it.
That's right. INnoVation, of course, will go to our losers match, so he's not yet eliminated in Group A of the round of 16. We are going to go now to an interview with Scarlett and see how she's feeling now that she is the first player in this season of the GSL to go on to the round of 8, the first non-Korean. In a long time to go that far as well.
기세입니다. 탑시드 이신영 선수를 꺾고 8강에 안착한 스칼렛 선수 만나보겠습니다. 축하드립니다.
Thank you.
네, 자 스칼렛 선수 탑시드 이신영 선수를 꺾고 8강에 올라갔습니다. 먼저 소감부터 들어볼게요.
So you've been over INnoVation and this is your first round 8. How do you feel?
I feel really good right now. I just came off winning IM Pyeongchang a few days ago, and I still thought that Round of 8 GSL is a huge achievement, so I really wanted to win here as well, and I'm really happy I did.
평창에서 이겼기 때문에 이번에도 꼭 이기고 싶었는데 이렇게 이기게 돼가지고 기분이 굉장히 좋다고 합니다.
확실히 그 IM 평창 우승도 오늘 경기력에 도움이 된 건가요?
So winning at IM Pyeongchang helped to win this game too, you think?
Yeah, I think it gave me a lot more confidence. In the past, I've had trouble with nerves in GSL, but today I felt like I played really solid.
이전에는 굉장히 긴장도 많이 하고 그랬지만 그 IM 평창에서 우승을 해서 좀 자신감을 얻어서 오늘은 좀 견고하게 플레이를 할 수 있었다고 합니다.
그랬군요. 자, 오늘 경기 정말 멋졌습니다. 특히 승자전에서 썼던 올인 빌드나 주성 선수 올인 빌드 이런 것들이 아주 좋았는데 확실히 노리 이그레스 선수의 느낌도 났었어요. 혹시 이 친구의 도움이 있었나요?
So you focused on early rush build, so was it a help from No Regret?
Yeah, I definitely got some help from him. I think both builds I used against INnoVation were with his advice.
일단 이신영 선수한테 썼던 두 개의 빌드 모두 노브리글 선수가 네, 노브리글 선수의 도움을 받아서 할 수 있었다고 합니다.
와,
This is amazing.
노 리그레 선수가 스칼렛 선수를 대신해서 조지 명식에 참여해서 조도 짜줬거든요. 그 A조 짜준 걸 보고 어떠셨는지?
So he participated in group nomination instead of you. So he made this group. How did you feel after looking at the lineup?
I was really happy with my group, actually. I was really happy with how he chose for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't come because I had to play WSG really, really early in the morning. But I'm definitely happy with what No Regret picked for me.
스케줄이 있어서 그날 참석은 못했지만 노 리그레 선수가 그렇게 조를 짜준 거에 대해서 굉장히 좋았다고 합니다. 네, 마음에 들었다고 합니다.
네. 이 노 리그레 선수와 함께 살면서 또 연습도 이렇게 하고 있는 걸로 알고 있는데 오늘 또 응원도 오셨잖아요. 또 감사하다는 그 메시지 들을 수 있을까요?
So he's here for you. I heard that you're very friendly with him. Do you want to say something to him right now?
Thank you, Jake, so much for the help here at IM Pyeongchang. I don't know if I would have won in both tournaments without your help, so thank you.
평창에서부터 이렇게 도움을 줘서 굉장히 감사하다고 하고 그가 없었다면 이 두 게임에서 이길 수 있었는지 모르겠다고 감사하다고 전하네요.
네, 알겠습니다. 오늘 승리 다시 한번 축하드리겠습니다. 자, 그리고 오늘 이 스타2 프로덕션 디렉터 팀 모튼을 비롯해서 이 스타2 관계자분들이 아주 많이 와 계시는데요. 이분들이 오신 김에 이분들에게 직접 하실 말씀이 있으신지.
So many from Blizzard, including Team Moten, has come over here today. So do you want to say anything like about game or something to them directly? They're here, right?
About the game?
Anything.
Thank you for coming out and supporting me, and thank you for making StarCraft 2 and letting us all play this great game.
네, 그냥 스타크래프트 2를 만들어서 이렇게 게임을 할 수 있게 해주셔서 감사하고 또 여기 와서 이렇게 관람을 해주셔서 감사하다고 전하고 있습니다.
네, 저는 직접 이분들에게 모선 삭제 같은 희망사항을 요청하시지 않을까 생각을 했는데 다소 다른 답변이 나왔네요. 자, 그렇다면 계속해서 다음 8강 경기는 B조 2위와 만나게 됩니다. 그 B조에서는 프로토스가 없는 저그와 테란으로 만든 조인데요. 원하는 상대가 혹시 있는지 물어보겠습니다.
So you're going to meet second place from Group B, and there's no Protoss, right? So who do you want to meet?
I want to play one of the Zerg players. I think it's Dark or Sue in the group, and I have a lot more confidence in my ZVZ right now, so maybe I don't know which, because Sue is very hard in the bracket stage of the tournament, but definitely one of them.
일단 저저전에서 지금 굉장히 자신감을 갖고 있으므로 어윤수 선수나 박영훈 선수 둘 중에 한 분을 만나고 싶다고 하십니다.
화끈한 저그전 저희가 한번 기대를 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그렇다면 마지막으로 응원해주시는 국내외 팬분들께 한마디 들어보겠습니다.
So do you have anything to say to the international fan and Korean fans here?
Thanks for coming out. There's so many people here in the crowd, and so many fans come and support me every time I play in GSL, and it makes me want to perform better.
일단 GSL 할 때마다 오셔서 응원을 해주시는 분들한테 감사하다고 전하시고 그 분들 덕분에 좀 더 잘 플레이를 하고 할 수 있는 원동력이 된다고 합니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 다시 한번 8강 진출 축하드립니다.
Congratulations.
Well,
네,
welcome to our new
이번
reality.
첫
So
시즌의
Scarlett
진출자
is beating
스칼렛 선수를
everybody in the
만나봤습니다.
world,
GSL
and
이벤트
based upon who
안내해드리겠습니다.
she may face in the next round, in the round of 8, it is so. Well, the thing is, it doesn't even matter.
Who cares?
Because she's beaten.
She can beat anybody
in this tournament. INnoVation, the best terror in the world. Rogue, the defending world champion, best Zerg in the world. Zest, who might be the best Protoss in the world right now. He's been killing the ladder. He's been in good shape.
I don't know who.
There's nothing left.
I feel like if you can beat INnoVation and the games look like that, we don't have any other player that we can pick out and say, well, what about that individual?
She has recently beaten Serral, Elaser, Rogue in ZVZ, SOS and Zest in ZVP, and now INnoVation 2-0 in ZVT. Scarlett can win this season. It's a possibility.
This is so sick. We are going to go to a short break. We come back. We have the losers matches. We are not done yet today here at the GSL Codes, so stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes.